What we have here is an empty bid group. You can tell it's empty since there are no numbered bid lines. These are generic groups created by the system. And what you'll notice is that the system is designed by default for a pairings bid group to be the priority. So it will try to build you a pairings block. If you do not want a block but would rather reserve, then you need to tell the system that that is what you want. In order to tell the system that you want a reserve block, you need to add a bid group. So add bid group and indicate exactly that, award reserve, apply and close. This will become your line number 1. What this award reserve line will tell the system is that it cannot go into the generic pairings bid group, but rather that it must move down to your reserve bid group section. At this time, it is empty. What we want to do is create a group in which we're going to indicate our preferences. So we'll add a bid group, a reserve bid group, and we'll do apply. And then we can proceed to enter our bid lines for our preferences for reserve. For example, preferred time off. I'll enter a couple dates. So what I'm telling the system is I don't want a block, I want reserve, and here are my preferences. So from line number 1, the group number 1 award reserve will tell the system that it must move down and bypass the generic groups that aren't numbered into my reserve bid group section. Now, this award reserve bid group will work except for 2 situations. 1, if you're too junior to hold reserve, the system can ignore your request for reserve. Or 2, if you have a linguistic competency and are being used for your language. In other words, you're being forced assigned as what is commonly known as language unstacking or coverage, then the system can deny a request for reserve. Otherwise, the system will understand with this line number 1, award reserve, to give you reserve, and that this is the preferences that you would like should you get reserve.